We're going to take you on a tour through the rugged and colorful mountain range, appropriately named the Calico Mountains. You'll see some crazy scenery and the remains of many silver and gold mines. The Calico Mountains are best known for the tourist attraction called Calico Ghost Town. This recreation of the original 1880s-era silver mining town that once existed here is a fun place to visit. But we're not going to focus on the town of Calico. We're going to go up into the mountains behind the town where the old silver mines used to be. First, let me point out where this place is located. About 100 miles northeast of Los Angeles is the town of Barstow, which is smack dab in the middle of the Mojave Desert. Let's zoom into this area. As you can see on the map, with all these highways, Barstow is literally a crossroads in the middle of the desert. Just a few miles northeast of Barstow are the Calico Mountains. Although there are lots of roads that have been etched into the Calicos, which makes navigation tricky, this is the route we'll take. It will be marked by the yellow line on the map as we take this tour. Our tour starts where Calico Road intersects Interstate 15. If you're coming from Barstow, it is one exit past Ghost Town Road. Look for the Yermo exit. If you're coming from Las Vegas, look for the Calico Road exit. Either way, the bridge that crosses the freeway here is Calico Road. After exiting, head towards those colorful hills, which are on your left if you're coming from Barstow. During the tour, we'll show you both topo and aerial maps so that you can see just how colorful and chaotic the landscapes are here in the Calicos. At the end of the ground-based tour, we'll also take you on an aerial tour thanks to Google Earth. This will give you a better perspective of this unusual desert mountain range. Here are some of the places we're going to visit. We're going to drive up Mule Canyon and pass by Camp Rock. We'll make a stop to look at some folded and warped geology. Next, we'll take a short hike to see Kramer Arch. Then, after carefully negotiating some very rugged roads, we'll be rewarded with views into spectacular Odessa Canyon and all the tunnels of the Odessa mine, which was one of Calico's primary silver mines. We'll descend down into Odessa Canyon, then turn left, cross over a ridge, and descend down into another canyon for our last stop, another mining area called Bismarck. So it's time to start our tour. As we travel away from I-15, our turnoff is just over half a mile away. There's an obvious dirt road that we're going to turn right onto, and usually there's a sign here that says Mule Canyon Road. Make sure to reset your trip meter here when you turn onto the dirt. This kiosk shows a map of just a few of the roads in these mountains. Also, there are hundreds of mine shafts located here, so make sure to look where you step when you get out of your vehicle. All right, let's head up into Mule Canyon. You might ask, why is it called Mule Canyon? Very simple. 20 mule teams used to haul wagons filled with borax ore out of this canyon from a borax mine located a few miles up the canyon. From here, they took the ore to a trailhead in Daggett, a small town 5 miles to the southwest. But we're not going to that mining operation. We're going to go see some old silver mines. The first couple of miles of Mule Canyon are real easy, but then the fun begins as the road gets very rough. So, it's best to have a good, high-clearance four-wheel drive vehicle and know how to use it. See our tour of the back road from Apple Valley to Big Bear that answers more questions about vehicle requirements. Incidentally, this part of Mule Canyon is similar to the colorful hills of Artist's Palette in Death Valley. It's no surprise that borax was also mined near Artist's Palette. The same colorful minerals you see here also occur in that colorful area of Death Valley. At 1.4 miles, we reach Camp Rock. This is a popular place with campers as there is a lot of open space and is near a junction of several roads. Also, as I mentioned earlier, the Calico Mountains are a maze of roads and it's easy to get on the wrong one. Make sure your phone or mobile device has a good map loaded, such as Gaia GPS, and you are good with navigation. We'll also give you some road directions along the way. It's very easy to get lost in the Calico Mountains. Okay, let's get started with the first part of our tour. I'll talk about a few more things later en route. After the rough spots, you'll reach a summit. All around will be contorted geology, looking like it was melted at one time, and more mines, including this one right next to the road, called the Blackfoot. After navigating past the Blackfoot mine, the road will turn right onto a ridge along a canyon. At the turn is a great overlook. Stop here and enjoy the awesome view of Odessa Canyon below. Below and across the canyon, you'll see remnants of the Odessa silver mine, which was one of the biggest producers in the Calicos. As you can see from this old picture, there were more structures around back in the day. With the exception of a few original structures in Calico Ghost Town, there are unfortunately no structures left in the mountains today, just a lot of holes. After driving and climbing for a little while, you'll reach another summit. Bear left, and you'll see another chaotic mining area known as Bismarck. Bismarck started off as a silver and gold mine using normal tunneling methods. Later, strip mining techniques were used, leaving the odd-shaped, big holes that you see today. Because they're so odd and random, geologists call these diggings gopher workings. Some of the digs are marginally safe to walk through, but always be very careful of where you place your feet when walking around anywhere in this area. There are some more interesting digs that are almost like caverns, located just above the road. This is the end of our tour, so you can simply turn around and head back on the same roads you came in on, ending up back at Mule Canyon. Or you can continue on and do some more exploring. If you continue past the Bismarck area, be sure to take the lowest road out of the mine and head west. Eventually, you'll want to get onto this main dirt road, which is called Wall Street Canyon Road. Wall Street, by the way, is the canyon that leads into the Calico ghost town and is the site of what was another very large silver mine. If you're going to explore the west half of the Calicos, make sure you have a GPS and some good navigational skills to find your way through the labyrinth of roads that leads to the pavement of Fort Irwin Road. The last road you'll turn right on is this one. From Road 7617, turn right onto 7615, which will end at the pavement. This is what the main road coming out of the north side of the Calicos looks like before ending at Fort Irwin Road. Now for the aerial tour of the route we just took using Google Earth. We're going to start out up here and then zoom in to where our tour starts. We hope you enjoyed this tour through the Calico Mountains. There's a lot to see here, and you can easily spend several days to fully explore and enjoy it. So, as always, we bid you happy exploring.